Sure. It's recording, is it? Yes, it is. We are recording live, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Let me see where I'm gonna sit. I think right over here, right? So we can question him.
Yeah, you should sit
Yeah?
next to him.
You want to sit over here, right?
What?
Yeah. I think that's easier. And me and Amy.
You're the star of the show, man. You get
You get the middle. You get the middle of the comfortable. I don't know if it's gonna be comfortable because it'll be long. This motherfucker is my size. What's that?
Ja, zeker man.
There you go. Emma, wanna come over here?
Sure, yeah.
So we can be a little bit closer together. This is all yours. Try, and the only thing is like really try to speak into it.
Yes.
And that is here we are.
Guys, we're live already.
We're
so-
live.
We're live. There we go.
Dude, I'm so excited to do this. Number 2.
Cauliflower philosophy.
Here we are, man.
Here we are.
We're filming over there with Samantha taking care of the whole shit.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha. That's it.
Okay, so are you okay?
You ready? Yeah.
Not that I was expecting you.
Doesn't matter.
Go there.
What's up, John? John Winter.
Yes, I'm fine.
Winter is coming. It's
Winter's
here.
coming.
Winter is coming.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man. So, you signed your documents. You signed your contract, man.
Yeah, for Atlas MMA.
Atlas 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
but-
day is it gonna be?
25 April. So
Awesome.
before King's Day. So everyone can come and then we will party after that.
Wow, that would be
Yes.
awesome, man. That would be awesome.
man.
That's what we want. I want to see you fight too. How you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel good about it because I want to show my jiu-jitsu also.
Oh.
Because the last time was only stand-up. Was a nice KO.
Diva, the last time was amazing.
Yeah.
Did I ever show you the video? I
I
showed you.
didn't see. How many pro fights you had?
This will be the second.
The second.
profile, yeah.
Dude, the last one we went there,
Yeah.
we went both
Yeah.
to watch that.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, just a knee. Blah! Guy just dropped. It was beautiful. Second round,
Me
right?
from like
No, first round.
Third round.
No, first.
The
First
first
round.
round. First round.
like he was attempting a takedown, then a knee, or just
No, I was attempting an oblique kick.
yeah.
First oblique kick, then attempting an oblique kick, and after that was a flying knee.
He hit him with a flying knee.
Yeah.
This guy dropped.
Man.
I saw his soul leave. I saw him drop the canvas and the soul went there. Like it was out.
Then that's true.
Man, but that was
Okay,
awesome.
man.
That was awesome, man. I'm really happy that you're going to. Wait a minute, let me do something here. Sorry, guys.
Some technical issues.
No,
Nah. All good, all good.
just give us some privacy. Right?
Yes.
There you go. So yeah, man. How's training? Training camp is starting already?
Yeah, training camp is starting slowly now. So
Man, that's something we actually want to talk about as a pro fighter. How do you actually prepare for a fight, knowing that living specifically in Europe, you cannot really like not afford, but you cannot really live as a full-time fighter.
yes,
So you have to have like a balance between your job security and your career as an MMA fighter
Yeah.
and family also and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
how,
for
how,
sure.
how do you find that balance between being the pro fighter and the nutrition and the amount of training
Yeah, I
you put,
know.
the hours and all that stuff?
it's just if you want to do something, if you have a dream, then you need to live for it, you know.
Of course,
So you are human, and we humans can do more than we think we can do.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing, I'm working 32 hours a week.
A week, right?
Yes, I'm a social person, so I'm doing a lot of social things also. Beside that, I'm fighting.
Yeah.
And beside that, I'm doing a master tax law.
Thanks, law.
Yeah, tax
Wow,
law.
man,
Beside
that's
that.
Interesting.
But the thing is, if you want to do something, then you can have
The
then-
time for
yeah,
it, of course.
Yeah, you can make time for it. Like if you train 2 hours a day, everybody can have 2 hours a day. Everybody is Netflixing maybe 2
Yeah.
hours a day, and I'm not Netflixing. I'm training or I'm investing in myself, because the Netflix I can do if I have achieved my goals.
Yes.
then we can party, then we can Netflix,
Definitely.
you know.
Well, there is also time for like Netflix. You can still have time for
Yeah,
fun,
for sure,
but
yeah.
it always comes after the hard work, after the
Yeah.
grind, after
Yeah,
you know
that's
the
one,
hours
yeah.
at the gym, the grind, you know.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people, they want to do only nice stuff,
yeah,
but I want to build a legacy for myself. I want to build something that when I look back at it, I think, okay, I have done everything what I wanted to do. I want to be
You
a
have-
champ. I want to be this. I want to be. I want to have.
you want zero
yeah.
regrets in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Zero
Yeah.
regrets.
But what's the ideal? What are you looking for in the
Ideal?
MMA scene? Like, where do you want to go with this? I mean,
Oh.
you're working hard. I can see. I saw some of his training. Man, he's working hard.
I know, man. He's a beast, man. I've been. I think we rode together like 2 years ago when I was training with Gustavo back then.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Yeah,
can't
can be,
remember, but it was something else. I was just somebody who only does leg locks at the time, and everything was shut down. So I was like, what squeezing, you know, like. Yeah, man.
But what's the dream? What's behind it?
Oh,
Where do you
dream.
want to get with this?
So with the will of God, I want to be a UFC champion.
Ah,
I want to be a
nice,
ACC
man.
champion
Nice.
also.
Oh man,
IBGF champion. I want to be champion of everything.
That's great
That's-
stuff to have.
that's the mentality.
I want to
That's
be
the
the
mentality.
heavyweight, you know. I want to build a legacy. So,
That's
and I
great.
know I can do it. So I'm working for it.
So being an MMA fighter, what's the most interesting part of MMA that you find interesting? The groundwork, the stand up, the kickboxing, the wrestling.
Oh, the mix of it. The mix of it.
Everything.
Because
But what's the most
sometimes
appealing? to you?
everybody is sometimes tired of doing
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
But if I'm tired to do stand up, then I have my jiu-jitsu.
No, but what's something that you do that you really enjoy doing? Like
which part of
which
it is like
part
your
of it is
favorite?
like your favorite part?
So
Like
if
what-
I'm
yeah.
to be honest, the most favorite thing is jiu-jitsu because it's not brain damage. No.
Okay.
That's why we love it. That's why we love jiu-jitsu. The love of jiu-jitsu. For me, like too.
Yeah, you don't get brain damage, man.
You might get kneed in the face though.
I boxed for a long time, man, and I had to stop it. I had to. I know. If you're not like, but I wasn't training correctly, you know.
Yeah.
I was like sparring every day, and that people would heard me saying like, "You spar every day." I was like, "Yeah, man," and they were like, "Dude, in your head."
It's
they
not
said,
good, man, for your head.
You need to pick your training partner.
Every day I went home with a headache. Every
With
I said,
striking, I'm only doing one time a week hard sparring
Yeah.
at
That's
Cup Gym,
perfect.
but not more than that because
Nice.
I want to have my brain
Yeah, longevity.
brain health.
Longevity is key.
Longevity is the key. Because you see a lot of fighters you are seeing that they are making a lot of wars,
Yeah.
and every sport is they love it.
Yeah.
But if you look at their fights in the future, then you see that they are getting they are
Getting
lacking.
laggy. Yeah. They're getting laggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mean like as they prepare for the fight camp, they're already getting damaged.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they get to the fight itself, and one
Yeah.
punch can knock them out when they are really good fighters.
But a lot of wars. Look at Rory McDonald.
Yeah.
He had a war, but after the Robbie Lawler fight, the second fight of Robbie Lawler,
Yeah.
he
He
wasn't.
couldn't fight the same
yeah,
anymore. Yeah,
yeah.
He
He wasn't the same fighter anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I think had happened? Stipe Miocic against what's his name?
Daniel?
No,
Daniel?
Ngannou. I can't say his name.
Francis.
Francis.
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou.
Man, Stipe Miocic against Ngannou. You saw that after that, like Stipe won.
Yeah.
Okay, but after that, who was it again that knocked? I'm not taking away from the other guy knocking him out. What's his
Daniel
name?
Cormier?
I don't take that away from Cormier knocking him out because Cormier worked with him and everything. But Stipe Miocic had a chin, man.
Yeah.
He had a heart
No, but
until
Francis
that
Ngannou is a different like physique.
animal.
Like
He
physique.
was hitting people, and
Like,
they were
you know,
like,
Daniel is short,
Ah.
stocky wrestler type, you know, take you
Yeah.
down, grind you. But Francis is like, I don't know.
"Oh man!" But he
He's-
damaged
he's a-
Stipe. He damaged Stipe. Stipe took up some damage too.
physique is
You have to
different.
take care of it, man. You
Yeah.
have to take care of it
I
like
think
a
you have
train.
only one time your chin, so you need to protect it
Yeah,
There you
for
go.
the future.
defense, guys.
So-
Defense.
So that's why
Keep your
jiu-jitsu-
hands up, boys.
but jiu-jitsu is that's why jiu-jitsu is also important than wrestling.
Yeah.
You cannot be only a striker
Yes.
Yeah, that's
because if you're only a striker, you will get punched in the face.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
That's
true.
your only option is to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
You can't get
Right.
that, man. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's really hard too, man. I mean, the good thing about jiu-jitsu, I think, is like we can spar it every day.
We can, yeah.
You can actually every day,
If
even
you
in
have
a
good training
camp.
partners,
Yeah, in a camp you can go like 80%,
Yeah.
like every single time for like 2 months, 3 months, and
Yeah.
like walk out without any injuries.
Yeah.
Not many injuries. You'll get stuff. You'll
Depending on your partners also.
Depending
Yeah,
on your
on your
partners,
part-
you'll get
But
stuff.
also speaking about jiu-jitsu, what's like your favorite submission of all times? Like something you
Yeah.
really love to do?
For me, the Kimura trap, north south.
Yeah.
North south Kimura trap, but then I am choking the guy out with my legs.
Nice.
Oh,
Double.
I saw that.
Double the,
oh, that's
kind of
nasty.
the sub.
Kind of scissor leg choke.
Nice.
Are we gonna see it in this match?
Maybe.
Maybe he's not giving away any
maybe
secrets,
not.
man.
Stay tuned. Stay
Stay tuned,
tuned.
ladies and gentlemen. The fight is
Atlas
happening
7. Atlas 7. Don't sleep on it.
So
No.
the most beautiful thing about this fight is because he is a sambo guy.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm,
Arya. Yeah, I trained with
yeah.
Arya, and one thing I also wanted to ask you, because you I think maybe you know Arya. You saw him a couple of times. He's
Yeah.
always around the gyms.
Yeah.
You know that he's like a top level athlete. He trains a lot. His work
Yeah.
ethic is top level.
Yeah.
How do you prepare mentally for somebody who's training every day like him?
Oh,
You-
that doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
I'm mentally stronger than him. He's not ready for a war, and I am ready for a war.
Oh,
That's-
Because if you
yeah,
see,
yeah, that's-
I have all the respect for Arya, but I'm a fighter. He's
Yes.
an athlete.
Yes.
You have a difference between a fighter and an athlete,
Yes.
and he's not ready for the war. He's ready for 1 round of MMA. I'm ready for 3 rounds war.
Okay.
So that we will see.
But
Because
in-
for
in
me,
the
it doesn't matter if he hits me.
Yeah.
Because I will fight there.
Yeah.
For my life.
Yes.
Because for my goals.
Yes.
And he is fighting for only this fight. Because I know
But
if I
speaking
stop him, he
tech-
will stop with MMA.
Yeah.
There you
Speaking
go.
technically, for example, when you're training in the gym,
Yeah.
you prepare more on the ground. You prepare more stand up, or do you maybe make it equal for every part of the sport?
because
Oh.
your mental game
Oh,
seems to
equal.
be on top.
equal.
You're
So everything trains
Yeah,
equal. So
yeah,
if
because
it's an hour boxing, it's an hour jiu-jitsu, it's an hour wrestling, it's an hour, and then you mix it all up. Or
No, let me say I have like a schedule.
yes,
So maybe today I did striking.
yes,
Tomorrow I'm doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
The other day I'm doing maybe a game plan.
Yes.
Only my game plan, a game plan hour. Then you have maybe striking again, but maybe softer. Then I'm mixing it up one time a week with MMA drills and light MMA sparring.
nice,
So that's how I'm doing it.
nice. So you make a balanced schedule
Yeah.
for yourself to
Yeah,
try to
because you can.
fill all the gaps.
Yeah, I know his work ethic is very good,
Yeah.
and he's training a lot.
Yes.
You see, I see he's training 3 hours a day,
Yes.
but my body can't do that because I'm natural,
Yes.
and he's a steroid guy. It doesn't matter. I will say it, and he can know it because
Yeah.
listen, everybody has a kind of.
No offense.
Everybody.
No offense, guys.
How can you say it? You have a kind of level that if you train above that level, then you will get injured.
Yes.
And he is training a lot,
Yes.
but with a natural body, he can't train that much
That
because
much,
I have
yes.
done that before. But then you will get a lot of injuries,
True.
and he knows it. But it doesn't matter. Maybe there will come maybe a press conference also. And then I will say him, it doesn't matter that you are using steroids. Because
You're gonna call him out on it.
he's a nice guy. He's
Yeah.
a nice guy, and yeah, it doesn't matter if he wants to use it. You know, I still want to fight him, and he's a good wrestler. He's a good judo guy,
Yeah.
and that's nice for the audience because then we can see what is jiu-jitsu, because he's strong, and everybody wants to
There is
see
a
that.
clash of styles. It's a really good
Yeah.
clash of styles.
So you're gonna focus on the jiu-jitsu, or you can you tell me a little bit?
Yeah,
like,
for
about
sure.
your,
He can he can hear everything. He
Love that
he can
confidence,
knows
man.
everything.
That's what we're talking about. That's what I
I'm
want to hear,
Let's put our
man.
gear and start rolling right now. Like,
I will.
Oh man, I'm having it too. Yeah, man. It's giving me like
Because
This man
I
right
know
here.
a lot of judo guys also,
Yeah.
and I can train anti-judo, anti-wrestling,
Oh,
and beside that, we can. He's a better wrestler, better judo guy, but he's not a better jiu-jitsu guy. And we will see now. It's now sambo versus jiu-jitsu,
It's
so
gonna
that's
be
beautiful.
awesome.
It's gonna be
It's
Because-
gonna awesome. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm
guys,
pumped,
25th of April, Atlas 7.
Oh,
Don't
man.
miss it.
Man,
Don't
where can you
miss
get
it.
the tickets?
at the Atlas site.
At the Atlas
Well,
side.
The
yeah,
site.
But
Visit.
Ah,
I will announce it soon. So,
Oh,
yeah.
awesome. Awesome. We will get that in.
Follow
Man, I'm
John
happy.
Winter. People.
Man,
Don't miss.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
man.
Man, it looks like everything is on top, right? Like, he's ready
Well, I think
for
that
it.
MMA scene is getting way bigger than it's getting way developed fast in Europe and the Netherlands especially. Like just last week they had the WFL
Yeah,
event,
yeah.
and now we have that
Sure,
Atlas event. So
Yeah, Atlas is getting bigger now.
so
They're first,
the awareness is getting there, you know. So I think a lot of guys will start to switch from kickboxing and to MMA.
It's coming, right?
It is coming, which is good to have that balance in sport because you cannot just have all the drive to kickboxing and all the drive to wrestling. Like it's good to have a balance also, you know.
But I do understand the drive for kickboxing here. I mean, because all of the humongous names
Of course,
that the
yes.
Netherlands has, but we
Yeah.
don't have actually yet somebody in MMA that is that big. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, we have Stefan Struve. He
Yes.
got far.
Yeah.
I mean, we have also Sammy Schild that like kind
That's
of
the
went into
Overeem.
him. Overeem, we have Overeem.
But imagine the amount of strikers, the K1 strikers, that if they made that switch, how good they would be. in
Man,
this.
with
Who would
wrestling,
be- if they just dedicate 1-2 years
jiu-jitsu.
wrestling jiu-jitsu, they would be so
Oh,
good
they'll
because the
be-
striking is so high
Here
level.
he is. Here he is.
Yeah.
He's going to bring it there for us. He's going to show up there in the
The most
world
important
scene.
thing for me is to stay injury free. That's the
Nice.
only thing I can
That's
be
the trick,
a
man.
little bit scared of. But
So
not-
how do you
not
how do you
fight.
how do you stay injury free? Do you pick your training partners?
Sometimes, and I'm training smart,
Yes.
and I'm talking and scheduling a lot with my physiotherapist,
Nice.
and she's my strength and conditioning trainer also.
Yeah, that's
So
important.
she says what I can do and what I can do.
Cannot do. Yes. It determines what you can body handle,
Yeah,
what you cannot
yeah,
handle.
that's
Yes.
why, because I'm not training. First I was training 6 days a week hard.
Yes.
Now I'm training 3 days a week hard and
Yes.
3 days a week
Oh,
light.
Yes.
No light.
Yes.
Light training.
Like
Maybe 80-60%, but not 100%.
not 100%.
And then I've maybe a couple of hours of drilling. You know, drilling is important.
Yeah, drilling is always. I always tell the guys, drilling is like your technique is like a knife.
Yeah.
That is
If
true.
you're
man.
sitting on your ass, it's rusty. But if you're
I
drilling,
do
it's
have some opposition
sharp.
to that, man. I do have some opposition to that.
Say,
Man, it's like
We're open. We're
I
open
know,
to all
I know,
oppositions.
I know. It's like I understand. Like drilling is important, but if I drill something, it's like the most basic of the basic of the basic stuff.
I know what you mean because I mean this guy is a black belt right here.
No,
he's
but
not gonna
but-
drill. He's not gonna drill arm bars.
Exactly.
Come on, I know what he means. Look. But I mean like because I don't like drill arm bars. I like to spar arm bars. Like
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like, I want to spar and only limit myself to doing arm bars. I know what you mean. But like drilling something new, some new tech, like watching a DVD and bringing a partner, putting a laptop and just drilling the shit out of that DVD,
Yeah.
the whole set. That's something.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
get
beauty
that.
in that.
I get
also.
that too.
Like
I get
crafting
that.
something,
maybe
lapping
it's,
something out, you know,
Yeah.
just you know, crafting something, you know,
Maybe it's
working out your
because I-
body, stuff like that.
I never had the patience for that. That could be it too. You know, I never had the patience for it because, man, in Brazil it was like, guys, it's 12 o'clock, warm up. Yeah, you're kind of warm. Yeah, let's fight. So if I saw something like amazing in the DVD,
Yeah,
like a leg lock or something like that, something I really like, it was during sparring that I was going to try to hit it.
Yeah.
You know, so I started trying to hit it with white belts. Yes, white belts, leg locks,
Yes.
do the whole thing.
all day.
And then I started to work
This guy's a
myself
demon.
up.
He leg locks white belts. He's a demon. Call the police. Call
I
the
learned it from
IBJJF
him.
police.
I learned it from him. I started because
call
of
the
him. I started
IBJJF.
heel hooking my white belts. Like,
Oh,
come here.
Call the
Give me
IBJJF
that leg.
police, man.
But that's one of the things I do now. I mean, but this is how like it evolves for me. I might change my mind. I'm not saying like I might like it in another 6 months. I might go like, no, drilling is the shit. Let's do it again. But for the moment, really, for me, it's like I see a new move. I try it out a couple of times, and then I bring it to sparring immediately.
Right,
and I
right,
said like
right.
I'm gonna hit this week.
Yeah.
I have to hit it like 20 times. I have to hit it on everybody. Then I get it.
It's a mindset.
Man,
a
it's
mindset.
like that's how I try to do it.
I
Also,
just
by
like
the way.
to drill and spar what I drilled right away. Like, alright, now I know the path. I know what I need to do. Now let's try to hit it.
That's good. That's good. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's like
No,
for me,
everybody
it's
should
like
find whatever
you have
method.
to find kind of your way into what training is good for you. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you see, everybody made fun of McGregor doing that whole Ido Portal no touchy sparring thing. You know,
If it works for him,
man, it worked. It
for
worked.
him.
If it works for you,
his
man,
body
do it.
is kind of
Good body movement.
good body movement for him, and it
Yeah.
suits him. You know, when he does it, it looks good.
It looks awesome, man.
He can throw some nasty leg kicks though. So
Yeah, shit.
Everybody got their own style, and everybody has their own body type. So
yes,
Yeah, man.
I think not what for me suits for you. So
Yeah.
exactly. It's like a suit. It's like
You will end up,
you just tailor whatever you can tailor from the martial arts itself, whatever wrestling, jiu-jitsu is, and you just make a suit.
That's it, man. Dude, and I saw you fight that day, and it was amazing, man. Your stand-up game was on point. It was on point.
yeah, it can be better, but
Yeah, we're always trying to improve. We're always trying to.
Yeah,
make it
who do you train stand up with? Like, do you have a private coach, or you just train with
I
pads?
Jurgen, because he's also my
Yuri, I
MMA
know
trainer.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
he's helping with me with striking also,
Yeah.
and I'm training at Caps Gym. And I'm lucky that one of my good friends is Yusuf Belgarawi
Yes.
and
Wow.
Michel Landvecht, and that
Wow.
are one of the best strikers in the Netherlands.
That's
so
true.
they give me tips. They are helping me
That's
with
great,
stuff,
man.
and
It's good to have
and
these kind of guys.
I'm trying to do that stuff at Caps Gym, and I have a lot of good sparring partners with striking. You have Musashi, you have Levi Richters, that's the Evolution heavyweight world champ.
There you go.
The kickboxing champ. You have Jay Overmeer, he was also WFL kickboxing champ. So you have a lot of striking champs there.
Dude.
We are training.
This
with-
guy's surrounded by some killers. So
Man, it's
again, don't
Nice.
sleep on
I'm
this
into-
event.
I'm like already. I wanted to visit there. Now I'm like,
Go Caps Gym.
I'm gonna get my head kicked in. You
no,
know.
but they're
like-
very nice. So
Yeah, no, I believe it until you hit somebody wrong and then
Yeah.
they're not so nice anymore. I know how it goes, man. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. So that striking part is on point.
So you guys are fighting for the heavyweight title in the Atlas
No, for the heavyweight title, it's a heavyweight
Contender.
title contender.
contender. All right. So
So
who
far,
wins? Who's
yeah.
gonna fight the
For
champion
the
already?
yeah, so now the title is a vacate title.
Yeah.
Do you say vacate? Yeah.
It's vacated.
Vacated.
Vacated, guys.
Vacated.
Yeah,
So
all
my
the time.
English is not the best.
No,
Don't worry, you're doing great, man.
We're a little bit.
No man.
I love
So-
you. I
so-
love you.
So at school, everything was good. Besides my English was not so good.
No, man, it's perfect.
Always had the conflict with my English teacher.
Dude. Yeah, you didn't like him?
She doesn't like me because
Oh.
I wasn't
No.
doing anything for it because I was not that good in it,
Oh, let's go with. Let me know. How did you get how did you start that? Because the last time I know, I asked Emma the same thing on the first podcast. I said it was something that really always interested me.
Beginning of the
Is
story.
how did you get to fighting? Because
I
if you look around you, like we are a niche group of people. We are
Yeah.
like 1 in 100, 1,000
Yeah.
that actually do fighting and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's most of the people look at this and go like, why would you go into a ring with another monster and then try? Yeah, it's. I want to know how you got there.
First I was a soccer player.
Yeah. Where were you born? Where do you come from? Where the whole thing, everything.
Born in Amsterdam.
There you go.
I raised
Homeboy.
in Amsterdam.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was always from 8 years old. I wanted to be a pro soccer player. I was
Okay.
playing a lot of soccer, and soccer was my life.
Yeah.
And I was good at school also, but it was also because of soccer. Because if I didn't do my things at school, my mother didn't allow me to go to soccer. And I love soccer so much that I thought, oh no, I need to do my things at school.
Yeah.
So that's why I had the highest education, because I wanted to play soccer the whole time.
Good.
Yeah.
See the motivation.
Yeah, that's a
You
smart mother.
you study to play soccer.
That's
to do what you love.
Yeah,
exactly.
kids, that bring that home to you. Like if you want to stay alive, study for it. Like use it as like a
Study for
placebo.
Your parents can't say shit if you have good grades.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then maybe 18 years old, I quit to play soccer.
Yeah. Why?
And yeah, it was like I was going out of the youth, and then you go to the senior, you know, the senior teams.
Yes.
And I'm playing at the amateur club, but they were paying a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have money also, but they didn't want to pay me.
Oh.
So then I thought, okay, I will quit now. So I quit to play soccer. And I had at that time I had a girlfriend also.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, a lot of guys sometimes they were I was big, you know, but I was big for my age.
Yeah.
But I can't fight. I was skinny, you know. And then I thought, maybe if somebody is doing with something with my girlfriend, I can't protect her, you know.
Yeah.
So then I thought, okay,
You're
I will
thinking
do.
primalism now, you know.
So then I thought, okay, I will do a little bit, you know, bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I saw all those guys, the actors, you know.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, I wanted to be big also now. And everybody at the age of 18, you know, they wanted to be a little bit buff or
Yeah.
big. So then I started to do that. And then I didn't feel lucky about it because I thought there was not a competition, you know. I didn't like bodybuilding competition.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what do I want to do? And I can't fight because maybe you are big, but you can't fight.
Yeah.
So yeah,
doesn't
you
matter,
can do anything with the muscles.
Yeah.
So then I thought, okay, I will do kickboxing. So then a friend of me, he said, hey, I have maybe something better for you. It's MMA. I thought, no, man, it's
That's
not a sport.
crazy.
It's crazy for crazy people, you know, that cage fighting.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, only crazy people are doing that. So then he said, come one time with me. So then one time I came with him. And it was at the air grip with Marloes Koenen and Rumer Trumpet.
Argued.
Yeah,
Yeah,
air grip.
yeah.
Oh wow.
And,
Awesome, yeah, awesome
yeah.
guys.
And then they teach me an armbar. I think, whoa, I want to do more of this stuff, you know, beside kickboxing.
Yes.
And then I started to do MMA training a little bit. And then my shoulder dislocated. And then they say, okay, now you can punch, maybe 3 months, but you can start do a little bit grappling.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love in grappling. I did do my first competition, and then I won first.
Nice.
So then I love to do it.
Your first competition, you won that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Man, that's perfect.
That's the perfect entry ticket.
That's a
to
perfect
jiu-jitsu,
begin,
you know.
man. That's
Yeah,
just the
man.
Perfect beginning.
And everybody said before the competition, "Van hey, it doesn't matter if you lose. It's like it's good for the experience.
Of course.
Almost everybody's losing the first time."
Yeah.
And then I go and was a guy who are doing it. He was doing it maybe 5 years or something. And then I had a rear naked choke.
Boy.
Wow.
So, yeah, but-
Oh, that's a beautiful way to
Determination.
get
My whole
somebody
week
to-
was good, you know.
Good, yeah.
But the first time I fought in competition, I was triangled in 10 seconds. Because
I don't want to remind myself about my first competition.
Man, I was
That's
did
the worst.
bad. I did bad.
I think I told you about it when my coach was like,
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
said so. He was
He was
disappointed.
disappointed. Hell, I wasn't. No, like
normal,
imagine if somebody mounted you and your legs are just straight.
Oh,
You see exactly. That's exactly. Everybody knows. Oh shit! What the hell are you doing? You know, so-
Mine was like I didn't understand the competition part because I was in a crazy school.
Yeah.
I did 2 months of jiu-jitsu and they put me to go to competition.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, if is it like sparring? They said, yeah, exactly like sparring. So I was put in the triangle within like 10 seconds. I tapped and I wanted to continue. Because I thought it was like on basis of who tapped the most or something like that within the time limit. Damn, man, I was stupid in the
They
beginning.
didn't film you up.
No, they didn't say anything. They just said like, go, you're big. have fun.
Just put your weight on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Oh my god.
Oh man, but that's a
Good
good way.
It's good. Yeah.
That's a good way to start.
Sometimes
right?
you see
Yeah.
parents throwing their kid in the water, you know, and letting them
Swim.
Yeah, exactly. Swim.
Swim or die, you choose.
Exactly. So it's kind of the same
Yeah, but
option. You know?
that's actually a good way of learning it, man. But yeah, so you did your first competition in jiu-jitsu, very
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
Finish with rear
was
naked.
first,
shirt.
yeah, was first I did only no gi. What? Because at Argrep you are doing only no gi.
All right,
So I did first maybe the first year or something. I did only no gi,
right, awesome.
and after that I went to Cops gym because it was better for my schedule with school. And at Cops gym you have a lot of wrestling and also and also kickboxing and boxing, but you had only maybe a half hour like grappling. And then I asked a lot of guys, hey, let's train beside of the training, but then they didn't had time the whole time and it was not constant.
All right.
So then I was looking at Team Agua, and then I found Chango, and he was starting Team United Fighters.
Yes.
So then I started to do jiu-jitsu also, and I started to do my first MMA fights. So that was nice.
So you started with Chango as a white belt, but you already knew jiu-jitsu before,
Yes.
so
yeah.
you knew a little bit of like the arm bars, the basic
Yes,
fundamentals, the stuff
Yeah,
like
I have
that.
the basic. I knew the basic fundamentals.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow, that's
And,
cool.
and how long you been training with Chango?
Now, I think maybe 4 years. or
4
something,
years.
yeah.
4 years.
Something. Yes.
You just got your purple belt, right, man?
Yes, yes.
Congratulations,
That's
bro.
that's
Yes,
a
thank
good
you.
belt. That's a good one.
Yeah,
a dangerous
You,
belt.
man, that's
It's a dangerous
you
belt.
already passed like a bunch of people too. Man. Lots of people stop at blue, and you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, to keep going. And
No man, there's no for this guy. There's no stop. You know.
No, there's. I can feel it too,
There's no,
man.
there's no stop.
We're
I
gonna
hope
see
it
him
will.
like
if
on
you have,
pay per
if
view
you have a
soon.
mindset of going forward, there's no. I mean, the belt doesn't matter anymore. You're just going forward,
Yeah.
and the belt is gonna come anyways. You know. So
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, Chango. We're gonna have Chango here over too. Man.
definitely, for sure.
Chango
Very
is a
interesting
great
person.
guy, man. He's been doing
Definitely.
jiu-jitsu forever too.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Man,
but
build a
he's
great
not
team.
only a jiu-jitsu black belt, but he's also a taekwondo black belt.
And
Oh.
then
First he was a taekwondo guy,
I
and he
never heard
knocked
that.
a lot of guys out with
Oh my god.
with full contact taekwondo,
Oh.
but he's not talking about it.
He doesn't like to brag about it.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
whole-
that
yeah.
explains a lot.
That's why I need to
man.
get these guys here.
I know.
Get
man.
this info out. If
Get
you're not
the-
gonna post on your Instagram and
Yeah.
tell us
Like,
all your brags, you know.
this is the place to do it.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh man, then you let me see where we stopped the story at. You did your first competition.
RNC.
RNC the first time. I'd be pissed.
No,
if
man.
I found out afterwards, I'd be like, God damn.
Yeah.
Then, how did you evolve from there? Because this is like 5 years ago, right? 4
Yeah,
years.
5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
When
then-
did you have that decision that I'm gonna transition to like MMA and stop like just
So-
amateur grappling and
Oh,
go
I'm gonna go 100%.
like commitment. When did the part of commitment
Oh.
happen?
Exactly. When did it hit you?
So I wanted to commit already, but then I had a lot of injuries.
Yes.
And it was my dream to be a pro fighter, but
Yes.
I had a lot of injuries, a lot of things with school. I was in my bachelor at that time and wanted to finish it.
There you go.
And then I started to do a master, and I saw that I was not committed to my goals.
Yes.
I was only committed to pleasure other people in my life
Yes.
and not pleasure myself.
Yes.
So after a while, I decided to do
More for you.
Yeah, more for myself,
Yes.
and that's MMA, and that's also my study.
Yes.
And then I get in shape again because I was not in shape anymore.
Yes.
I was not training a lot, and the moment that I decided to do that, everybody saw the fire in my eyes, and they were happy. My
that's
trainers
good,
were
man.
happy
That's good.
because they saw that some trainers they say, yeah, John, he won't fight again, he will stop. Because I thought maybe before this fight, I was fighting maybe three years before. I quit fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did only sometimes jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of times that I was very active in the jiu-jitsu world, maybe 6 months, and then I got injured. because I was partying,
Yeah.
was not sleeping well, eating trash.
But when you say you were like pleasuring other people but not really working for yourself, what do you feel? Do you feel, is it like a selfishness when you say that you want to pleasure yourself, or do you feel that no, it's time to be focusing on you as a person and on you as an individual and help lift yourself up so you can lift other people up?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's now time for myself to lift myself up,
Yes.
and that I can live hopefully with the will of God, that I have a lot of money and can pleasure my family. You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's my family is my motivation,
Of course.
because
yes.
they give a lot
Family
of
first.
love, and they take care of me.
Of course.
So I want to take care of them,
Of course.
Yeah.
that
Of
I
course.
can stop working and all the stuff. you know.
Family first. Family
Yeah, man,
first,
for sure.
man. Of course, man.
Yeah.
Of course, great, man.
Because they suffer with us at the end of the day, you know, like your family is right there. If you win, you lose, man. They're
Yeah, that's why.
man, man, they're right there.
Bloodline, man.
And
Bloodline.
maybe you will lose other people, but your family is there. you know.
It's there. It's always there.
So
Yeah.
that's
There you
why,
go,
yeah.
man. There you go.
Definitely.
Wow, dude,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
This is awesome talk. I'm really enjoying having you, man.
Man, this is great. It's great
Again,
to
thank this awesome man for organizing everything.
Nah, man.
Like this is
thank
the
you.
the headmaster of the
This
Cauliflower
guy gave
philosophy. So
him
big shout
and
out.
Andra, you and Andra. I was saying like,
big
should we
shout
do
out
this?
to Andra also
Should
for
we do
Noble
this?
Savage Art.
I was like, should we do this? And it's like, let's try once and see. It was so much fun. And like every single time I'm here, like, and every time I'm thinking about and preparing this,
Yeah.
like to really understand fighters, to like, okay, I can watch the videos you do and I can kind of pick out like, okay, he fights like this, he's like this, and that's very mechanical and statistical
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's cool too, you know. But I want to know how, why, what's
Yeah.
behind, what's going on in your
Reasons,
head,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
What do you want to do afterwards? Where are you going with it?
Yeah.
What do you think about the fights? You know, what do you think?
Yeah.
Who do you watch? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Who is your inspiration in UFC? Who do you see like, oh my God, I want to. This guy is like how I want to be fighting.
Demetrius Johnson,
Oh God,
Demetrius,
that's-
oh my
oh,
God.
flyweight.
Demetrius.
Because
Man,
I'm a
that's-
heavyweight, but I'm moving like a middleweight, but I want to move like a flyweight.
Dude,
want to
that
fight
is
like
that
a
is
flyweight.
man, that's great.
That
That's
is-
that's the ideal thing. what I
Demetrius
want to do.
Johnson for me is one of the best. One of the
very
best fighters.
underappreciated.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
underappreciated
Yes,
in that time of
sure.
USC.
Definitely.
Very man. When he did that flying armbar, goddamn.
That's something you don't see. Like
Huh?
when somebody does something you don't see, you cannot just give up on him. I'm surprised why the UFC let him go. Like I don't care
Yeah.
what goes on paper, you know, just don't give away
Yeah.
Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry. to say.
Look, there's the part that I understand. Like it's commercially, people don't want to see lightweights fight.
whatever. But come on, Demetrius is one of the best.
Yeah, no,
He's one of the
absolutely. I watched every single one of his fights. They were all amazing. They
Yeah.
were all amazing. And he's in ONE FC, right?
best. He's
Yes.
one of C. Yes.
He's doing good.
So for the UFC fighters, you like Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah, but not only Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
some names. Yeah.
GSP,
GSP, of
Oh,
course,
man,
definitely.
GSP.
John Jones.
Definitely.
I like a lot of fighters who are very smart, you know.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking also a lot.
Yes.
I'm very analytic in my fighting,
Yes.
so that's why I like those fighters.
So you're adapting to the situation, not just having one route and sticking to the plan. So you can
So
adapt into
for
the
every
fight.
fight we have
Of course.
plan E, B, C,
Yes.
You make a
till
bunch
Z.
of them.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because when a trainer is showing me something, then I'm saying, okay, but what if he's doing this and what he's doing that? And if I'm looking to a lot of heavyweights, there are all those guys there. They can hit hard. They are heavy hitters. They are strong, and that's dangerous. You know. I know 25 April. You can lose also, but I won't stop. You know. But the thing is, the difference with me is that I'm smarter than them, and they can't bring that to the table.
Yes.
Because in 2 months you can train a lot. You can train very hard, but they cannot train in 2 months their brains like I've trained.
You
it.
cannot train your brain. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, in that time it takes
You know,
experience and
yeah.
time.
Of course,
Man.
definitely.
And I'm training also different than they are training, because I know they are using a lot of power at with lightweights.
Yes.
But I want to be more technical than the lightweights, so I don't use the power. I'm
So
using
technique is
my
king,
I'm
always.
using my brains.
That's
That's a
fighting.
good way of fighting.
Smart
man.
fighting, man.
Yeah.
And how do you prepare for like nutrition and food? For example, if you give us on a daily, not on a daily basis, for example, a day in your life, what do you eat in fight camp? Like preparing for a fight camp, what is your daily routine of food? Starting from breakfast
Let me say,
to lunch.
it's very different. But what Jasmine is doing is like that's my physiotherapist,
Yes.
and she gave me a schedule,
Yeah.
and then it's maybe like let me say 6 meals, maybe 6 meals.
6 meals a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 of the meals are like how do you say, carbs,
Carbs. Yeah.
and the rest of the meals are then proteins with fats and with vegetables.
So
Do you-
carbs would be like rice or pastas or.
No, more rice, and the other maybe also rice, but it can be also fruits.
Okay.
Fruits are carbs also.
Yes.
Are you cutting weight or gaining weight, or are you staying the same for this fight? Did you guys do a catch weight or something like that?
No, it's just heavyweight, so I can weigh what I want.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the idea is like there's no limit.
There's no.
No, it's no limit. I know he's getting heavy now because normally he's a light heavyweight,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
So he's carbing up too.
yeah.
Bulking up. Yeah. Putting
But-
the muscle.
But I'm used to eat just normal.
Yes.
It's not that I'm looking at my calories.
Yes.
But for this camp, I want to be more stricter with everything. So
Yes.
I want
What is
to
the
do-
best weight that you feel that you're really good at?
So the last time I didn't weigh myself,
Yeah.
and at the fight I was like 103 kilos,
That's a
and
good way.
that's very light for a heavyweight.
Yes.
And the other guy was like maybe 110, 112 or something.
For people
But-
in parts of the world that's about what 220 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, 220.
I'm trying to
225
translate
or
it.
so?
225, yeah.
225. And the guy was maybe 245 or something.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
But I felt great at that weight.
Okay.
But I don't know what will be my weight now. Now I'm weighing maybe 106 kilos. So that's maybe
Good weight.
what, 235 or something.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. No,
Yeah.
it's probably 220,
230.
220, something like that. 222 and one. I know 104 is 210. Yeah, it's 210. Man.
I stopped calculating the pounds and stuff.
Yeah, we just went to kilos.
Yeah, in Europe, brother.
Yeah, I
We're just
know,
kilos
man.
people. We like kilos.
That is true. But some of the competitions that we're doing now, they're asking my weight for like, what's it in pounds, and I got.
Oh no, but
Then
100
grappling
kilos
interview.
is 225.
Yeah, 225. There you
Because
go.
I know 93 kilos is 205.
There you go.
So
There you go. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you that don't like kilograms, that's how much is going at.
yes.
That's awesome, man. But isn't that scary to the point that you're going like in a division where people say just weight doesn't matter. You know, just put on whatever weight you want.
For me, it doesn't matter because if you have a lot of weight, then you have less cardio you have, and I'm not planning to get hit.
And so yeah.
So, you know, yeah.
That's a good plan.
So, yeah.
That's plan A,
My
right?
plan is not to get hit. Yeah.
That's plan
So
A.
it doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah, God,
And a lot of times I'm faster because I'm fast for a heavyweight. That's my skill. That's better than the most of the heavyweights.
Yeah, man, you're long too. You have a long reach. I remember.
Long reach.
Maybe they are stronger, but I'm working on that.
Yeah,
That
man.
part.
When we
You
do
have
show,
long reach,
when I'm training with him too, he has like he's like longer than like you expect.
Yeah.
He's even longer than what you expect. I remember like playing half guard with him, and I'm like, his head is so far away. I'm long. I'm big too,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he is like long. And then when I want to come over and like hug his head, there's like 2 arms and a leg on me, and I'm like, oh god.
That's what's interesting about humans, you know, like you have different body attributes, and this guy's long, this guy's short. You
Yeah.
might be the same height, but his legs is longer than your legs. His arm is,
fast too,
you know, we
light.
have all these differences.
Yeah.
And once you figure out that, this move is not going to work with me because I don't have the right attributes, but I can utilize it to do this. So once you start figuring out, like, you're like puzzling your body up.
That's why this fight is very nice because I'm tall and Arya is shorter than me,
Yes.
but he's strong
Yes.
and he's very muscular.
Yes.
So it's a nice fight. It's like a clash of
It's a
body
clash.
types,
It's a
you
very,
know?
it's a
Yeah.
definitely clash of styles.
It's fun. It's gonna be fun to see too.
It's really interesting to see
Yeah.
this both of you
We
guys.
gotta get our asses over there, man.
Definitely.
Like stand there, like, in
25,
the
25th of April.
Man, we're gonna be like on the line, you know, like this, screaming.
We get VIP tickets, my man.
We have to
VIP
get
tickets
those.
with our table.
I'm only the co-main, man. I'm only the co-main. I'm not the main
Next
event.
time, brother. Inshallah.
Next time you're gonna be
Maybe.
main, going for the belt.
For the belt,
title.
yeah,
I'm
maybe,
sure of
yes.
it, man.
Inshallah.
I'm sure of it. I can see it. I can feel it. We have a
Yeah,
champion right here
Yeah,
today,
champion,
man.
I'm really
Also,
glad we had you
Well,
today, man.
Man, that
super
was awesome.
Like,
I have a couple of more questions, but the good thing is this is our podcast, so we can do whatever the hell
Yeah,
we
man.
want.
Until
Yeah.
the morning.
So I'm gonna pee right now.
Go.
This is my podcast, our podcast,
Yeah.
so you can do whatever.
It's the people's podcast.
It's a
man.
people's podcast
That's it.
for growing cauliflowers. That's what we're doing here. We talk about growing cauliflowers.
You know, honestly, I like the name because I don't even have cauliflower.
Me
I
neither.
train every day.
And people always ask me why not, and I said because I know jujitsu. I don't do that stupid shit.
I don't use my head. I don't use my head at all. Like I use this.
Me
Yeah.
too. I use forehead.
Yeah, forehead.
They say how people get that. You know what they do
Use
in
this.
Brazil? They get you grab a belt. Man, I'm gonna show this. Man, I love showing this because it's so stupid. So in Brazil, you know, it's kind of like a tough guy thing for you to have like cauliflower ears. So they'll get the belt.
No, don't say it.
Oh.
Don't say it.
Put it behind your head, and they'll go like
Oh.
until the ear breaks. I'm not joking with you.
Oh my god.
And that is if you don't have like a sadistic black belt. That when you start talking as a white belt or a blue belt, you start to, yeah, cauliflower ears, I want them. And then during training, he'll give them to you. He'll give them to you. He'll like scrape that ghee on your face. He
My god.
doesn't care, man. I'll be right back, guys.
That's why I do leg locks, brother. I want you to stay the hell away from me. You know, I want people to be away, man. I want you smashing me and stuff. It's yeah. Once I started doing jiu-jitsu, I found that I'm like a little bit short and tiny for most people. When I go and fight like with the 75 kilo guys or the 76, sometimes I find in 79, they're really physically bigger. So when I started training with Gustavo, he showed me some leg locks, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting because I can submit him when he's far away.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And once I figured that out, it just worked a little bit.
Yeah.
But at that time, yeah, I was deep into jiu-jitsu. I had to start doing other stuff than just like locking people.
Yeah, because I know the 10th Planet guys, you guys are loving a lot of
We
leg
love
locks,
everything, you know. Anything
Yeah.
that is technical and is interesting is good. But I just found love with leg locks because it just gave me a little bit of power over people who have more experience. You know?
Yeah, for sure, man. Because first the jiu-jitsu guys, they love the BJJ guys.
Yes, they go to
in
the
jiu-jitsu,
passing.
You cannot do like heel hooks and all
Yes,
this
yes,
stuff.
exactly.
And
So
they saw a lot of purple belts, they didn't train that.
yes,
And then they go against the white belt who is doing
only leg locks,
heel
which
hooks.
yes,
And
exactly.
then they get that
They
and
get
they
caught,
think,
yeah.
oh, they get cut and then, oh shit. But now you are seeing that everybody's training.
Everybody's
because they
training
don't-
leg locks
They
now.
don't want to get got in it.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, so at that time I was like, oh, now everybody knows leg locks. I have to
I
go
have
back to regular jiu-jitsu,
Yeah,
you know,
I have to develop
and train my
again,
ass
yes.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's good to just like I was no Jeremy Fields, the black belt from the Planet Corona. He always
Yes.
say all jiu-jitsu is good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
Whatever
for
it's
sure.
gi, no gi,
Yes,
all
true.
training is good training. You know,
Yeah.
whatever you're doing is better than just being at home or partying or you know
Yeah, for
doing
sure,
whatever.
man. Because I think everybody has his own style.
Yeah.
And if you are looking at my type of jiu-jitsu, is I'm using also a rubber guard. I'm also using.
You have
Lockdown.
long legs for it, man.
I'm also
Go for
using
it.
lockdown, but I'm also using other stuff like.
Yes.
The pressure game of jiu-jitsu or
It's
the
good
half
to be
guard of
open,
jiu-jitsu. Yeah, for sure, man. It's
Like
good to be
to
open.
just to be able to see a technique and be like, oh, maybe I don't understand it, but maybe let me try it out, and
Yeah.
maybe if I can change it even to fit to my body type.
Yeah.
You get
Or
you
even
get
if
these
you
moments.
don't want to use it, you need to train it because you need to know it. Because if your opponent is doing that kind of stuff,
Yes.
you need to know it.
Yes.
Because if you don't know it, you cannot fight against it.
Yes. Do you have a certain move that you kind of developed on your own? That's something that you only do, like something. For example, your instructor knows that. Oh, this is John's move. He only does that, or something you only go like your favorite move, but something special for you. You know, like a move that you only do.
For me, special is my half guard
Yes.
with
I'm back,
lockdown
guys.
mixed with lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah, Julio, he's helping also
Nice.
me a lot
Yeah,
with my
he
half
was-
guard game.
Half
He
guard
loves
game
half
is
guard
good.
also.
Half guard.
I love that.
So I love that game because it doesn't matter if you know it.
Yes.
I know it a little bit better, so
Yeah.
then you say, you know, I feel like, yeah.
We put some secrets in there. No,
Yeah.
we have to train again, man.
I've got
Yeah, for sure.
I got
yeah.
so much more shit. It just keeps evolving and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes,
Raul
man.
is coming over on Friday, by the way.
Friday morning.
Yeah, he's gonna train.
I should be with him, yeah, because we need to. We have the fight on Saturday.
He sent me a message on Friday, open mat, 12 o'clock. I'll be here earlier a bit just to get my muscles already ready. And then he says he wants to roll. He wants to get ready for ADCC, and I'm here to help.
It's Saturday or not?
Is things Sunday or 29th?
29th is
Saturday.
a Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, man, that's exciting. There's nobody in my category.
Ah, okay.
Until now.
Until
Nobody signed up.
now, nobody. And I was like talking to him. I'm losing weight like an animal. I went down from 117.
Yeah.
I'm 1.5 today. I'm trying to get to 94. It's not gonna happen.
No.
It's not gonna
Trying to
happen.
cut down like 3 kilos.
How much is your opponent there?
The lowest one, everything is like I can participate if I can get to 94
Oh,
or something
no,
like that.
It's,
That was it.
it's too much for Saturday.
I'm not gonna make it, man. And if I do, I'm gonna be like
Super tired, yeah.
fighting
Tired,
like
yeah.
half. Like
But once you eat after the weigh-ins, you're gonna be like, alright, now honestly.
plus the
Yeah.
mental side is not gonna. Well, the thing is, if I'm hungry, if I go fighting and after like I'm hungry and I lost weight and I did all the preparation, when I get to the fight, I'm calm
Okay.
because I'm like,
It's food.
afterwards there's food.
Food
I'm
makes
like,
people
okay.
calm.
What do you do before the fight? That's a good one. How do you get into your mental state? What do you
For jiu-jitsu or for MMA?
let's say for this one, what's
For the
going to
fight?
be your preparation like mentally? How do you get into the zone of like I'm gonna go into the ring and I'm gonna? Are you going to go like I'm gonna go calm? I'm gonna go happy. I'm gonna go to destroy. What's the
it's like
thing? What's the thing
it's
that
a-
goes in your mind when
Oh,
you
it's
go? But
for the
in-
last time it was a mixed feeling because I was reading also the Bible. You had also a Bible text for me.
Yeah,
I was
man, I
reading
sent you
also.
some.
Yeah, he was also in my dressing room.
Yeah,
That's
man,
right.
I was more nervous than him. He was
Nice.
okay.
And after that, my manager, he was there. He was Gino Cruz. He was talking a lot with me, and then I got pumped up, and I get to be another person. It was my alter ego because I'm a guy. I don't want to hurt people, you know.
Yeah.
But at that moment, I want to hurt my opponent because I was
Well, at that
training
time,
a lot.
yeah, the cage, you know,
Yeah.
when it locks, it's done, you know.
Yeah, and then
It's either you or him, so
yeah, for sure.
if
and
you
then-
don't want to hurt him, he wants to hurt you.
because maybe my last amateur fight I was not in the zone to hurt somebody,
Yeah.
and then you saw I was using my jiu-jitsu. I won, but it was not that I was mental strong at that time,
Yeah.
and then I was working a lot on my mentality,
mental side, yeah.
but on the mental side, and I think now when I'm very different than in the amateur maybe 3 years ago. I'm thinking different, and
Of course, you're more aware, you have more experience, you're
Yeah.
sharper.
yeah, but I'm fearless when I'm there.
As you walk into the ring, so they call your name, you're walking, you're gonna fight in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
What do you think about? Do you pray? Do you
Oh, I had prayed before. I was
before?
praying a lot.
So what
Let
do
me
you,
say the most, one of the scariest thing is maybe one day before the fight.
yes.
Because everybody is texting you from, hey John,
Yes,
you
yes,
will
yes.
fight, success
Good
and
luck,
all this stuff.
yeah,
Good
yeah,
luck,
yeah.
yeah, good luck.
Of course,
And then you think, oh shit, I need
Pressure.
to fight.
Pressure.
Fresh, you know.
yeah.
You motherfuckers, I don't need luck. I need a miracle.
Yeah, and then you are thinking, why am I doing this for like 500 euros or something, or 400
Yeah,
euros?
yeah,
Why,
yeah.
why am I doing this?
Yeah,
You know?
your head start doubting itself, and it's like
Yeah.
you get these doubts.
Yeah, you get.
But then you snap out of it, and then
you can,
it's time
and
to
you
fight.
can the day before that you cannot sleep, you know.
Yeah.
And then you are so let me say, so at my amateur fights nobody was. I invited nobody,
Yeah.
but now people get
Everybody
invited
knows.
themselves.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Everybody knew
You
this
cannot
one
stop
because it was promoted also. So
Yeah.
maybe 80 people were coming for me.
Oh,
So it was a lot of people were coming for me. They wanted to watch, and there were a lot of people who are scared to see me hurt.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, most of the times I am protecting those friends,
Yes.
so I cannot see that they are scared, you know.
Yes.
So I needed to win.
You had to win at that time. Yeah.
And then at that time first, I thought this guy was a scary guy because he was a Polish guy. He had a little bit hype in the south,
Yeah.
and he was knocking people out in the amateurs.
Yeah.
And at the pro, he had also one good knockout.
Yeah.
He was 2-1, and he was he was a scary dude. But
He looked scary too. Hey
Well,
man, damn. He was like those East Block like scary guys.
Man, I've seen scary people, man.
Yeah, dude, he looked scary.
But then I thought maybe 2 minutes before the fight, then we were there to wait, and then we were there, and then I felt very calm, and I said to my manager, hey, I feel very calm, and I see he's nervous, but I'm ready, you know, I'm ready to get in a war now,
Yeah.
you know. It's maybe it was my day, you know, because he was a good guy. He was a good fighter also, but if you watch the match, it was a domination. It was not a fight. It was
Yeah.
a pet session, you know.
Nice.
Damn, that was true.
Because
It was a
he
can of whoop ass.
Yeah, that was
He only hit
you
me.
you can literally say I kicked his ass the whole time because you did. You kicked his ass the whole time.
Yeah.
That was
But it
bad.
was my day. But he's a good fighter, and I have a lot of respect for him, you know.
Sure.
Because he's a good guy also,
Yeah.
and he's a good fighter. So I have a lot of respect for him. So it was nice that God gave me the opportunity. That was my day.
God bless you, bro.
Man, God bless,
Thanks.
man. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
I have a very in my heart question.
Yes.
Deontay Wilder and Gypsy
Tyson
King.
and Tyson Fury.
What do you
Deontay
guys
Wilder and Tyson
What do you guys
Fury.
think, especially
Oh my god.
your opponent? Your opinion on
Yeah.
what happened, because
Oh my god.
I know it's different when it's it's boxing, but from a fighter perspective, what do you think
Did you see it?
Deontay could have done
I
to at least take less damage that he took?
Yeah, you know what the thing is. Deontay Wilder, he has a very good punch. He's one of
Yes.
the hardest hitter ever, I
Elite
think.
Hey,
punch.
Mo, he's the most. He has most. He might has more title defenses than Muhammad Ali. Shit, I'm in boxing. I'm in. Wait, he has more title defenses than Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, he's a
He
legend,
has-
man.
he
He's a
had
legend.
42 fights. Let me see. 42 fights. 41 knockouts.
Yes.
That's unheard of.
Yeah,
But
man.
because he's a smart fighter and he's fighting technically, and that's why I'm asking him
But I think
where
he's
did he
not
where
the
did
most
he
technical fighter, but
when it comes
he's
to
got
defense?
gifted with those,
with the punching
with the
power?
with the punching power. And
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
see Tyson Fury, he's one of the
He's a butterfly.
he's one of the best technical
Yeah.
heavyweight fighters ever, in
Yeah.
my opinion. You know, if you one off, you know, because if you are watching if you're watching what he's doing things what middleweights are not doing. You know?
Yeah.
And he's 6'9" or something.
He's huge.
He's moving fast. He's
If
moving
you see
really
how he's
fast.
moving, it's amazing.
He doesn't really punch hard. He just touches you, but a lot.
Yeah.
That is
A lot.
But I think it will hurt also
Man,
because he's
because
heavy, you know.
there's
Of course, yeah.
And he's
But for
very
him as
technical,
a fighter, like it's not as heavy as
as Deontay
of
Wilder,
course.
yeah.
No,
But
yeah.
a lot of them. You know.
Yeah, man.
Deontay is kind of in his way of playing the game.
Yeah.
He's really smart.
Yeah, man.
He's really smart because technically speaking, because then we have a problem. Is he a good fighter? Of course he is. I mean, look at all the titles he has, you know. But if you go is he technical in a boxing perspective
Yes.
way?
Then I
Then
think,
no.
no, yeah.
But he knows what he has.
But look, I heard him in an interview or I think a press conference saying that if you fight technically, like it's an ideology, you can like it or disagree with. Sometimes I take a little bit of it applied in jiu-jitsu, but if you drill the same way everybody's supposed to drill, like for example, if you jab this way, the other gym jabs this way, the other gym jabs this way, then you're supposed to slip the punch this way. Everybody knows the same fundamentals. Then there's no place where you can exceed somebody else. But he's like, no, I'm not gonna fight technical. You slip punches and do all that stuff. I'm just gonna land that heavy hand in your face.
I know. Yeah, I know what you mean, because what's technical, it's like it's like a philosophy what we have taken, but
what is technical?
For him this is working because he was a WBC heavyweight champion with a lot of title defenses.
Yes, and against really good guys, not really.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Really
Really
top guys.
Yeah.
And let me say, he was one of the only fighters who are not scared to fight somebody. He was fighting anybody. He was fighting Luis Ortiz,
Luis Ortiz
2 times, and Luis Ortiz, he's scared,
He's
man.
huge, man. This guy.
He's scared, man.
And he hurt him too. Like Luis Ortiz, he hurt him.
Yeah, but Deontay Wilder is mentally very strong also.
He's very strong.
Deontay has something else too. He knows what kind of fighter he is. He knows he's not gonna like throw a million jabs, dance around. No, he knows that
he's there to kill. Yeah,
he's there to like knock the life out of you.
Yeah.
And that is, I saw him punch Hearns. I think it was Hearns on the head, like on the forehead, and knocked him out completely out. That is like unheard of.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're a really strong fighter and you have a really strong punch and you punch somebody on the forehead, you can daze him, but like completely knock somebody flat on the floor,
crazy,
like
man.
boom, and not
some
standing
serious
up.
power in the hands.
That
man.
is
Some
ridiculous,
serious
and
power.
he's not even that heavy.
Yeah.
He's 105 or something like that. That's heavy.
First he was 98 kilo.
There you go. That's 98 kilos.
In MMA he could do like light heavyweight.
He could get to light heavyweight.
Yeah, easy.
Man, dude,
It's crazy.
Imagine him going light heavyweight in MMA.
Yeah.
He's like too
Destroy
big.
people.
He's longer than John Jones.
Yeah.
He has a bigger reach than John. That's frightening.
Oh, speaking of John Jones, what do you guys think of the last fight? It's a touchy subject. Nobody likes it, but let's just throw it out there. What do you guys think?
Reyes.
Should he get a rematch?
Yeah, sure.
Should he get a rematch?
Yeah, he should get a rematch.
He should get a rematch.
He's
right?
I don't know if he get a rematch now. I think Jones will first fight Blachowicz.
Yeah,
That's
And then I think he will fight Reyes maybe after
Reyes
that.
after.
Yeah.
But again, why should he get a rematch?
There was a hype around it. There was a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
A lot of people were 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said, yeah, but at the end
Well,
of
I think if the round was
The-
2 more or one round even more, the Jones would have won. Would have won.
yeah, sure.
Like if it was 1 round more, 1 or 2 rounds more, he
Yeah.
would have won easily.
Yeah, but it was 5 rounds,
Yes.
So if we need to be honest, Reyes had won, but it's very difficult to win from the champion with a fight like that.
Yes.
That's
It's really hard to score a fight like this. I don't know really how the judges score.
Did the camera stop?
Yeah.
That's no problem. The sound still work. I'm just gonna put on the other camera.
Sure.
But the thing is also, you're fighting against John Jones.
Yeah.
You have to win him. You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to win
yeah.
him because
I mean, you have to knock him out. You cannot just take like a
if
decision for it.
You need 4 rounds.
Yeah,
4
yeah.
perfect rounds, then you can get him.
Yeah.
Like even only 3 people go like,
Yeah.
But the thing is, in the last 2 rounds, Jones was coming after him.
Yeah. He was
He was
hunting him down.
walking, he was down, and that counts as points.
And he
Those are
put-
the points we forget,
yeah.
but like.
And the whole fight he put the pressure, so
Yeah.
it was very...
So that is like something that I always go like,
It's very difficult to score that from,
So, yeah, speaking of
will you
which,
score
do you-
also cage control or only
So
accurate
do you know how
hits?
the judges, because you have the MMA fight, you get to know a little bit knowledge of how the judges put the scores?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so
But I think
like,
it's different at every...
every organization.
Yeah, I
they
think
have their
so,
own
yeah,
scoring boards. All right.
We're back.
Nice.
We're right there.
But
Yeah,
I think
man.
if you are in a, I want to win in a very dominant fashion, so then it's.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
then
what
it doesn't-
score
yeah.
cards you have. Yeah,
I think if you control the match, then the justice can do anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, never let it go to the judges. Never.
If you can,
If you
yeah.
can, like, fight in a way, and even if
Finish it right away.
if I'm fighting jiu-jitsu too, like, depending on the like, sometimes I'm fighting, but I'm always chasing like submission.
Yeah.
Unless I look at the time and I say that there's 1 minute left and like, oh, it's tied, or in my head I remember that it's tied.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna start working for points. But even then, like, hunt for the finish, hunt for the fight, and
Well,
that's me.
I learned to. So because I fought a lucha libre black belt last year in Germany,
Mhm.
and I was just hunting the submission, and I got exhausted at the end, and he choked me out in a second. I was
you
like-
got that.
And I was like, why did this happen? Because I'm hunting the submission. It was like you need to hunt the submission, but also be aware of
Yeah, how
when to like lower down the tempo, when to go up with the tempo. It's
Yeah,
not
for
just
sure.
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, man.
No, but I'm talking too of hunting it in a way that it's like sneakily. Sometimes
of
with the
course.
pressure, like
Yeah,
make him do
You're
a
not
mistake.
looking up to gain points. That's the
Yeah,
whole thing.
you just like Sometimes I let people do shit. I let him get the sweep, knowing that I got that fruit lock right
Yeah.
there, and then I'll let somebody get the sweep, but I'm immediately attacking your foot like
Yeah.
during it. So while you're doing the sweep, you have to go back, defend it, and stuff like that, or do
Sure.
sneaky stuff.
Yeah.
Like we forget like wrists and stuff like that. They're right there just for you to.
Yeah, man.
First locks.
Yeah, man. That's I don't know.
The devil's game.
It is a devil's game.
Worse. I'm not. For me, is that people say, "Oh, it's worse than heel hooks." I'm like, no. Knee bars are worse than heel hooks.
You think?
No, I know.
Really?
Anatomy.
Really? You think they're worse?
So because I got injured from heel hooks before, inside heel hooks, from inside sankat, and it was not as bad as from knee bar.
Really?
Like when you get your knee, like
Like
this,
overextended.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. That's
That's
scary
fucked
stuff,
up.
man.
that's fucked. You can't walk no more.
That's
With
true.
heel hook, you would walk funny, but you're walking.
Yeah.
With a knee
I
bar, you're not walking.
I think you have this. You would have like as an MMA fighter the same thing. Is there like if you're in a heel hook, would you try to get out
Yeah.
during an MMA fight? Like, do you like spin it through? Because I know that there's moves like you can power through. Like I'm not afraid to get like if I'm in an armbar fully extended, I'll keep trying to get out.
Yeah,
if
of
it's a
course.
big competition,
You try to,
Yeah.
of course,
I'll
you'll
try
try
it
to
more.
power yourself out.
me personally, like I'm scared. The moment that somebody like grabs that heel and he bit that heel really good and it's locked in, man, I'm not moving a lot.
You should tap, man. Like you don't want to get yourself injured unless you know the defense. So
Yeah.
for sure,
I
for
mean,
sure,
You explained all the defense, but still, I think it's a mental fear. If you bite down, so for all the future competitors fighting me, if you bite down on my heel, I tap. You can it's yours. If you're doing anything else, you're gonna have to give your soul to finish it.
Yeah, but that's why you need to clear the knee line. So if you're doing it a lot of times, then
I think you get used to it.
yeah, you get used to it. And
every day, my man, every day.
I'm a traditional.
No gi all day.
I'm traditionalist. I don't have it, man. I need to learn more. I need to hang out more with you guys.
Get
Fight
there.
more no gi.
Get there.
So people asked Leander Low, "What's your best mount escape?" And then Leander Low told them, "Don't get in that position."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
hide my
insane.
feet now.
Yeah.
I go there. I train at 10 Planet. I hide my feet. I stay on my knees.
But in training, I love to be in that position because then you get used to it, and then you're training a lot. And for me, I'm not scared to tap.
Ah,
In
there you
training,
go. That's
I
the-
want to tap
that's
a
the
lot.
mentality, man. It's a
That's
great
what-
mentality.
that's a great
I don't
mentality.
have. It doesn't matter if a white belt is stabbing me, and everybody can say, "Yeah, I've tapped John." It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
But are
As
you
long-
tapping
as
me
long as
in
you
a competition? That's what matters.
What matters, yeah.
That's
As long as
true.
you're learning from it, it doesn't matter.
Because you have a lot of gym fighters. They are knocking people out in the gym.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are
But you cannot fight outside.
tapping people in the gym, but
Yeah.
we don't know them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Man. That's true.
They don't fight outside. They cannot.
Yeah.
And even if they fight outside, they're not as good as they are in the gym.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a skill learned. Competing is a skill.
I think
too.
it's a mental thing. Like they cannot be isolated from the lights and from the shouting and from the people surrounding them, and everybody's looking at you, a little bit paranoid. You get nervous. So
You get the
I think,
shakes, man.
Yeah, I think they cannot control the shakes,
Man.
which is
Some people can't.
which
ever.
is something I thought I saw John Lennon talking about, which is normalization. Like they like some gyms they hype the fighter. It's like, oh, this is the time of your life, you
Yeah.
go there and you kill it. You only got one shot, and he's like, you're not gonna make the fight like do what you do in the gym. Go do it in the MMA
Yeah.
fight. It's nothing different, So he brings that natural state from the gym to the event, and you're just kicking ass here and here. It's nothing, You're not overhyped. You see, you're not thinking about crazy stuff or going for this fancy move for the highlights. You just
That's an awesome
Yeah.
way of doing it.
so I'm trying to get there, but it's hard, man. It's hard to ignore all these guys screaming at you. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Absolutely.
Even just in jiu-jitsu tournament, everybody's screaming at you, and with instructions, and you have this, and
Oh, your
people
coach.
screaming on that side, getting the leg snap, and you're like, shit,
And your coach
Next.
going crazy.
Yeah.
If your coach, like, I have.
And the referees are always doing some crazy shit,
How is it in the MMA ring? Is it a little bit the same? Is your coach? Do you hear your coach? Do you?
So the last time a lot of people were shouting, so some things I didn't hear, but was maybe crazy because my coaches they thought that I've heard everything what they said.
Yeah.
But it was
And
we
you
have,
didn't hear anything.
we have drilled it so much because what I'm thinking they are thinking. So what they are thinking I'm thinking also.
That's it.
We are on the same line.
Nice.
And
That's
also
it,
the same line with jiu-jitsu, with all those stuff,
Nice.
with the paired two things, or also with the, because Yuri, he said, he told me go for the flying knee now, but I didn't hear it, I did it by myself. But because he's saying
already
it a lot,
planned, yeah.
it was already planned, yeah. So those things were nice.
That's good.
But if I'm,
You have a synchronization.
yeah, but if I'm thinking at jiu-jitsu tournaments, I'm hearing always Django.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't hear the people who are shouting. I'm only
Hearing the coach
Focusing
with the
yeah.
instructions. Yeah.
on the instructions. I think if you are competing a lot, then you don't hear anymore the other.
Yeah, you're gonna get used to the vibe and just the competition.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of recognize also your trainer's voice, in between everybody. You're
Yeah.
like, that's
Of
it.
course, yeah.
And I like to be on the podium, first place. So then
Of
you are
course.
focused to that.
Focus on
So
it.
you want
Let's
to-
go, my man. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So that's why I like competing.
Yeah,
I like to win. I like to be at the first place.
Competitive
There you
mindset.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where do you feel do you get that competitive mindset? Is it something that you take from your parents, or that something that you developed as a kid? Like, is your father competitive? Your mom competitive?
No, not that
brothers
much.
competitive. Like, do you have family or
Yeah, I
competitive?
have a little sister, but not. She's not that competitive.
Like, what sports?
She's not sporting now. She's very busy also, but she's a model.
Yeah.
So she's traveling a lot to Germany
That's
or
cool, man.
or London or
Nice.
other stuff. So, but I think I have built it up because I was playing soccer,
Yes.
and
that
then you want to win, And also on the street we were playing,
Yes.
and then it was also soccer,
Yes.
and then you want to win also. So that.
So going back to soccer, like the divorce between soccer and marriage into jiu-jitsu and MMA world.
Yeah.
What is do you feel when you're training like for soccer? What do you feel that do you miss any part of this?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Maybe the
Not-
first first years I'm missing it sometimes.
Yeah. Would-
Sometimes I'm playing soccer also with my friends, but
Yes.
not that much.
Yes. So just for fun.
It's
with your
dangerous,
friends,
Just for
yeah.
fun, but
Dangerous.
I still can play it.
Yeah.
My friends.
You
I
still know
play
how to
sometimes
play a
for
little
cardio.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Really?
For cardio is good.
You play it too?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm Brazilian. Why haven't we yet to, we have to play?
Of course, Egyptian,
Sure,
Brazilian.
Yeah, no, but
come
there
on.
you go,
Yeah,
man.
and-
Shit,
and-
man, we have to play that stuff.
We
No,
should.
not easy, man.
We
I
have
can
to get
play
like a
easy.
little game going on right here. That's supposed to happen. As soon as it's warmer, because I am not running in the
Yeah.
cold. I am so sorry.
No.
That's not happening.
Indoors. Indoors. Football would be good.
Now after my fights, I will play it again in the summer.
Ah, there we
Because now
go.
I'm very busy. 25th of April I need to fight, but I need to fight also the 1st of June.
Well, who are you
Nice.
fighting? What's this event?
No, the Fight Club Den Haag.
Wow.
Den Haag. This 4 months heavyweight tournament in
Yes.
one night.
So wait a minute. It's 4 men.
Heavyweight tournament.
Is it round robin or elimination? It's elimination.
Yeah, elimination.
Elimination, yeah. So you fight 2 fights.
2 fights, yes.
Dude.
2
Yeah,
fights in
they-
one day.
They,
My
yeah,
God.
man. They want to do it like Pride style. So we will at the first event. At the event, you will know who will be in the half finals.
But when you say
Who you
pride
want.
style, there's no like head
No.
kicks on the floor and
No,
stuff like
not
that.
like
okay,
that.
not that
Only
far.
the system, you know. So
Okay.
only that.
You
at
get to know
event,
on the day.
yeah, on the day you will know who
Who you're gonna fight.
you're gonna fight. Yes.
That's some hardcore
That
stuff.
is.
You don't know your
exciting.
opponent. You're not preparing for shit.
Yeah, man. So that's mental. It's
really
it's
tough.
very
That
tough.
is. Oh, when you've done that, you're ready for anything. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, man.
You're
Oh,
just
that's amazing.
actually you're gonna be preparing to fight you because you don't know who the hell you're gonna be
Yeah,
fighting.
man. So
You're trying to
that's,
beat yourself
it's-
up
It will
in the
be busy
training camp.
times.
You know,
Dude,
that's
that's
insane.
amazing. How much time is it? What are the rounds? What?
Also, 3 times 5 minutes to
Dude.
fight. So you can fight six rounds, 5 minutes.
Dude, you can be in there for half an hour in
Yeah,
total.
man.
Think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. After that, I will go to. I have a study trip to Colombia the next day. So
You're gonna find the next day you're in Colombia.
Then
So
Colombia,
you're okay,
baby.
whatever happens.
whatever happens, I will relax then
Let's
in
go.
Colombia. you know.
No, dude.
Hopefully you'll get out of there before 30 minutes.
I hope so.
No,
5
we're
minutes
hoping for
would
like,
be your best. You know, like you
the,
get- you
the
get-
shortest time in
Yeah,
there.
shortest
man, I
time you
hope
want
so,
it
man.
as
It
fast as
will
possible.
be very nice because then you need to show your jiu-jitsu for sure also
course.
because you cannot find stand-up like 30 minutes, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the ground, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to the
you
ground,
will go
yeah.
to the ground and I think my ground is better than those guys.
Nice, man.
Awesome.
That's good, man.
Awesome,
They
man.
are very
Give the
good.
ground guys some confidence
Mm,
to
yeah.
do MMA.
Please,
Yeah, for sure.
please,
absolutely.
guys, if you're doing jiu-jitsu, you're far already. You're far. You're ahead.
For sure, man. For sure.
You're ahead. That's some like if you have that, you have a big part of what it
Yeah,
is.
But the most dangerous thing in the heavyweight division is that everything can happen. Everybody can win for everybody, you know. Everybody can knock you out. And you can make a mistake. Let me say in jiu-jitsu you can make a mistake maybe.
recover,
and then
yeah.
he gets you to maybe side mount or something. But if you get a mistake in MMA, it's like a punch and you are rocked with a heavyweight.
Yes.
With heavyweight power, then
You're
it's hard to
you're
get.
gonna
Yeah,
sit
it's
down.
hard to
right?
recover. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
hard
yeah. Your
to
head is
recover.
shaking. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But that's why people are loving it, you know.
Yeah.
That's why people are paying a lot of money for those fights.
Fight, yeah, to watch you fight.
Yeah, man. The higher risks, the higher rewards, they say.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 1st of June. Or
Yeah. 1st of June.
1st of June.
1st of June. Oh, I'm looking forward to
25th of
that.
April and 1st of June.
We have a lot of fights to go to.
Yeah, man. We are very,
We have
very
people to
busy.
visit.
Yeah, it's good to be active, man. Just stay, active all the time,
Yeah, I
Keep your
think
body light.
it's nice to show people that because there are a lot of heavyweight. There are not a lot of heavyweights here,
Yes.
and I want to fight a lot in the Netherlands also to show
Yes.
people that I'm the next heavyweight.
There you are.
And if you are fighting a lot like this in MMA, it's rarely, you know.
Yes.
But it's very rare. Not a lot of heavyweights are doing that.
Yes.
Maybe they are fighting maybe 2 times a year, 3 times a year.
Yeah, but not that active.
But not 25 April and then 5 weeks later they are
Another one.
fighting a heavyweight tournament. You know?
It is a good thing because you're already on the rhythm.
Yeah, for sure.
So you get there with the rhythm of it.
Yeah, man.
Sounds good, man. Boxers do that too. They get like a few easier fights in the beginning, just for warm up for a bigger fight and stuff like that. It's smart.
But I think I think that Arya will be a more dangerous fight for me than the other fighters.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Because he's strong, he can pin you, and he has good judo and wrestling.
Yes. It's good takedowns. Yeah.
Yeah, he has good takedowns, man, for sure. So that's why I love it, because the more dangerous a fighter is for me, the more I will train harder than.
Yes, yes, for sure.
You know, because I think if I know I can win from for that guy, and then I won't train very hard, you know.
Yes,
But if I see the dangers of it, then I will train very hard.
yes.
And I like to fix the puzzle, because first the puzzle was a overhand right, very let me say a brawler, very strong Polish guy,
Yes.
and now it's
A little
it's
more
a
technical judo guy.
judo wrestling guy, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
who's strong also.
That's good.
So that's nice.
Yeah, it's good that you're also finding all these different styles
Yeah,
right now.
sure.
So when you go really in the high levels, then you
Yeah.
have more experience already, a lot of styles.
Yeah, for sure. You need to get the
Like nothing is gonna
experience.
be new for you anymore. So
Yeah, and you need to test yourself, you know,
yeah, yeah.
because martial arts is to test yourself and to
And to combat.
Develop
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely.
That is awesome.
yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm excited to go. You hear that? We have a lot of fights to go to.
We should post on the feed some of the flyer for his fight.
Sure. Of course we're gonna do that,
Yeah,
man.
after we do the post
Yeah,
of this
man.
podcast, then
We're gonna post like
we give some
try to get as much people to go to, man.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
like a hype
give
to
some
fight up.
guidance, on where to go and how to find the tickets and all
That
that.
sounds
Yeah,
amazing,
sure.
guys. Hey, I think you have to go training tomorrow, probably, or not?
Tomorrow I will work first, and after that, in the evening, I will train with Musashi.
Nice.
Oh,
Shout out to Gegard
yeah.
Mousasi.
Shout out to
Big
that
shout out,
warrior.
big shout out.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Dudes, I think that was it for today.
That was it for today.
We're gonna have you back as soon as you're done
Nice.
fighting. The next
Yes.
day, probably, I'm gonna be right at your door and say, "What did you think?"
If we can get an interview with you after you win, hopefully.
Man, I know he's gonna skyrocket, be famous. He'll forget about us.
No, man, for sure.
After this
He's a
one,
nice
he's
guy.
like,
He's a nice guy.
he's gonna get the contract at UFC. He's gonna go like, Julio, who? No.
No, man.
Nah, man, I'm joking. You're like, if one of the people that I've met here, like you and him,
Well, thank you.
heart of gold, really,
No,
heart of
thank
gold.
you.
The moment I came in here, like, I'm immediately like bonded with him, bonded with you, Chango, and everybody
Good
else. Like
man,
real
brother.
fighters, good
Good
fighters,
man.
and that's why we're here, like trying to find out, like, what are you thinking about? How is it going? You know,
Yes.
introduce you to the world, get like interviews from you and stuff like that.
Yes.
Man, it's awesome.
It's
It was awesome.
podcast,
It was
man.
Yes.
awesome.
an awesome
Thanks,
time.
guys. Thanks for having me
Man,
here, man.
thank you so much for being
Yeah,
here.
man, thank
All your story is interesting. Your goals are more interesting than your story. So we're
Yeah,
actually
man,
looking
because-
forward to see you more and
Yes.
just
More and more.
more interesting to see what you're up to every day. So
Yes.
keep us updated, my man.
Yes, I will. Thank
Yeah.
you, man.
Awesome, man. Thank you
So
so much.
shout out. Oh, when is your fight again? One more time.
25 April and
Yeah.
1st of June.
Perfect.
And they can follow me on Instagram, John RS Winter.
There you
And
go.
then,
There we
they
go,
can follow
man.
everything what I'm doing.
Follow the man, people. Follow
Yes.
the
Follow
man.
him, man. Yeah, that is
Alrighty.
it. Shout out to Submitter, because you're wearing their cap,
Shout
so
out
they
to
better
Submitter.
pay you.
I hope.
I think you
Hear that?
Submitter, pay them.
Later. More money.
Shout out to Goku if you ever like send me money if you have to. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh man, thank
Yes,
you so
for sure.
much.
Thank you so much. This
Successful.
was cool.
This was a great
This was
podcast.
gonna be. This was awesome, man.
Awesome.
We gotta do a few
Thank you so
couple
much
more.
for
Yes,
being here.
you're welcome.
Appreciate
John?
it. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you, my brother. It was
Yes.
awesome.
This was super
That's
motivational.
Guys, thanks
We
so
are
much.
boosted. Train more.